Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Vanilla and our Shaman Hardcore playthrough. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, for clicking on the video. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you're all doing well. We cannot allow the Burning Blade a foothold in Durotar. We must destroy them before their evil festers. I have undergone my own investigations and found that a Burning Blade warlock, the Goblin Fizzle Darkstorm, is camped within Thunder Ridge to the northwest. There, he and his cultist minions spread chaos. Find and defeat Fizzle and bring me his dead claw. Victory. We're not going to be doing that for a while. I think that quest got me killed on one of our old hardcore runs from a couple of years ago. I do distinctly remember having a hard time there at some point. So we are not doing that right now. I'm going to investigate the Kultiran area and see just what level those guys are. We're level 7. I feel like we're going to be better just going down to Sen'jin Village, actually. Feel like that's going to be better for us. We have some light art. Now, I had contemplated running up to Orgrimmar, but I think I'll try to hold off on that. Let's get our buffs going. And let's just get into things here. We'll head back down to Sen'jin for now. We'll do some skinning on the way. And I think I want to work on those quests before we come up here and start working on stuff out of Razor Hill. Just a little /who check today. I think I'm going to do this every day. I just like seeing how active the areas are compared to more contemporary classic servers and how empty their leveling areas are. Someone has been killing scorpids and has not been skinning them. So we'll take care of that part. I do want to get an idea of what level these guys are, so I'd like to see a couple of them. Level 6. Yeah, that's not bad. This is probably one of the first ones that we could do for Razor Hill, actually. Level 6 is pretty low. We've got a level on them. It'll probably be better when we have 2 levels on them, just in case we get ourselves into any trouble. My only worry is that we're going to have to fight our way into the keep, and they are humans, so they probably run away at low health, and inside the keep there's going to be a lot of them crammed together. So that's really the only thing that worries me about going there at this level. I do think it'll be better for us to wait. Troll Priest. Since he's nearby, I'm going to leave this alone. He might be killing these guys to skin them. Similar to what we're doing. I appreciate the power word fortitude. Is this against hardcore rules? You'll have to forgive me this time because I don't know. So I'm leaving this buff on us. Does getting a buff from another player randomly in the world, do I have, by hardcore rules, would I have to unclick that? By the hardcore rules that most people play by. And again, we're not playing by the standard hardcore rules. We are playing by my hardcore rules. And I've had a couple questions and comments about the different stuff that we can equip. So to kind of restate the rules that I'm going with, for any piece of gear that we can craft, we have to craft it. So, you know, chests, bracers, helms, shoulders, gloves, belt, pants, feet. If we can craft that slot, we have to craft it. We can't equip any other gear. For things like rings, trinkets, weapons, relics, necks, cloaks, we can get those from any source, okay? We're not doing dungeons because we're not grouping. But we can get weapons and those rings and other items from any source. So world drops, quest rewards are primarily what we're looking at. As far as the auction house, most of you guys have said, yeah, you know, use the auction house. The same gear rules apply. You know, I can't use the auction house to go buy a bunch of awesome gear because we can only equip gear that we find. However, I guess I could use the auction house to find things like rings, weapons, trinkets. And I feel like that's fine. I feel like, you know, the hardcore run, part of it is to make it more realistic in the fact that you die once, the character's dead. And there's not a lot more that's realistic than interacting with the world's economy, because it's something that we all have to do. And it makes sense that while our orc here is alive, it makes sense that he would interact with the economy a little bit. So I'm going to sell stuff on the auction house for gold. I don't usually buy a lot of stuff on the auction house. I think it's kind of pointless. But I will be putting stuff up to sell, and if there is something we need, if we really get behind on rings or a weapon or something like that, then we can look at what's on the auction house and go from there. I have no idea what the economy here is like. The economy here could be totally busted. Stuff could be really expensive, or there could be a lack of things. I have no idea, but I'm interested to find out. I'm interested to find out what a vanilla classic roleplay server with a hardcore community. I'm interested to find out what that auction house looks like. So, it should be a good time. And a lot of you guys have mentioned that most hardcore runners, they install the add-on. I guess it's something that tracks what you're doing to make sure you're actually like hardcore. That sounds really interesting, but since my rules are different, I don't think I could use the add-on. We're not doing an Iron Man or a Green Man in the traditional sense. In a way, those kinds of runs are boring to me. I like to be able to be excited about gear, even if it's that we're gonna have to craft it. I could probably do a Green Man run. That's essentially what we're doing anyway, but, you know, with crafting, we will be able to make some blues, assuming we can get the materials for them. And I like being able to be excited about gear still. So I kind of worry about locking myself into, like, an Iron Man, especially. I don't think I would ever do an Iron Man. Maybe I would, and maybe I will. Maybe there will come a time when just the challenge of it will be alluring. I could probably do a Green Man run, but I like my rules. I do want to be a part of the hardcore community. I hope I can like build that bridge in some way and kind of be a part of that community while playing with my own kind of rules. I love having the crafting in the run. I love doing the gear from crafting. That's one of my favorite rules that we've used. Let's see if we have anything to sell. Scorpion stingers, definitely. We can sell the rest of the armor kits for now. We're going to be making lots of them to level up our leatherworking. Things we could do, we could go ahead and craft our light leather, and we could do some of our cooking here at the fire. So let's do that, and then I think we're going to go out looking for the Duratar tigers and the tail lasher eggs. I don't know if we want to take on the other stuff here. Encroachment, this... Yeah, Zalazane. This is a little bit too high of a level. I really think we should do some of the lower level stuff. So for now, we'll stick with the eggs and the tigers. Alright, so that is good for now. And the tigers and the eggs, I think we can find even on these little islands. We don't have to go to the main island, although they can be found there as well. Probably in greater abundance as far as like the eggs go, at least. But let's scout some of the other islands that are not the main island, since we're not going to do the kill quest yet. We're not going after Machina's skull yet. Let's just see what's going on the little Echo Isles. Well, somebody's been here. There is a dead tiger. Let's go ahead and... There's a couple dead tigers, so yeah. We'll at least skin these, because these are the guys that we need. That was a big resist. As far as add-ons and other stuff, surprisingly, you guys have told me that most hardcore players in the community use things like Questy and Bagnon. Bagnon I get. Bagnon's relatively harmless. I'm actually kind of surprised that in the hardcore community they use Questy. To me, like, part of the hardcore run is that you don't... Unless you know where you're going, you don't know where you're going. I know where most quests are. There will be some that we get hung up on, but, you know, I've been playing the game for a long time. So most things I just know where the quests are at. Do I know, like, can I plan the best routes and be the most efficient I could be without Questy? No. But yeah, that kind of really surprised me, that it was totally fine for most people just to use add-ons. That's kind of what I mean by, like, using my own rules, you know? Like, the more I got into that first episode, the more I realized how important it was going to be to not use Questy, to kind of go for the vibe that I want. Every time I log into this character, and I start it up, and there's no Questy, and there's no icons, and there's no anything, it literally feels like I'm playing a different game than even Wrath Classic, and that's good. It's good to get on here and feel like I'm doing something entirely different in WoW. We are just not finding any tigers here. We're gonna have to think about going onto one of the bigger islands. And I'm not finding any eggs. I thought they would be around trees. And I'm not finding them. And these guys are actually level 8. Which is not really the level of fight I was looking for originally. That being said, they're kind of small. But still deadly. Yeah, I'm not seeing any of the eggs. Let's go over to this island and see if there are any tigers. I really don't know. I don't know if I've ever gone to this second largest island. Usually we will do most of our questing on the main island. I'm seeing raptors, but I'm not seeing any tigers. Alright, well, I'm gonna go to the main island. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the tigers. I feel like there used to be a lot more of them on the islands. It could be that, you know, there are other people here doing these quests. So it's possible that they're just farmed out right now. I don't know. We'll find something. And the other thing is the raptor eggs. Oh, here's a tiger. You just blended right in with the brightness of everything else. These guys also are level 8. It's making me think that maybe my best bet would have been to go do the human stuff, the Cultirans. Because these guys are kind of beating us up a little bit. Okay, level 8. That will help. That'll get us some more stats. But yeah, these guys are kind of wailing on us. That being said, I could start by using our actual maximum range more often. Not just stumbling into enemies would be good. Really looking forward to getting Lightning Shield. And then that's kind of the same thing when I talk about using Questy, because using Questy also gives you a bunch of other information that you can then use to make your playthrough easier. For instance, with Questy, I would have more details about the levels of these quests. So I would have known that going to do the Kultiran stuff was probably going to be a little bit easier than doing this stuff. And see, that would have made my life a little bit easier and a little bit safer. And so I kind of see using Questy, you know, to me that kind of breaches the hardcore. It breaches the spirit of the hardcore run, to me. I definitely understand why people use it. But it's supposed to be hardcore. I don't really want to come in here with the trolls. Level 12 Tauren Warrior. He's level 12. I am not going in there with the trolls at level 8. I really need to start figuring out where these egg nests are, though. I haven't seen any. Again, when something Questy would sort out for us right away. There'd be little gear icons all over the map where I could find the eggs. And I wouldn't have to be using my brain or pondering or worrying that I'm in the wrong spot, so. From what I remember, they were in like little nests around trees, around raptors. But yeah, I'm definitely not seeing them. Huh. Yeah, that's really weird. I definitely have a distinct memory of being able to click on eggs over here. And yeah, there are no eggs. There are no eggs over here. Same options. Somebody could have just looted a bunch of them. Other option is that we're just in the completely wrong area for it. We should probably try over on this side, and then we could try some of the other islands, I guess. Oh, here we go. Yeah. This is it. Okay, we're in the right area. It could just be that other people are picking them up. It could just be that we're missing them, because look, they don't shine, they don't glimmer. We have no indications on our map, so it's all about finding them, figuring out what they look like, and then telling your brain to keep an eye out for that thing. No! Oh, no! Thanks, buddy. Are people cutthroat? Are people cutthroat on this server? Because that was cutthroat, man. That guy just watched us fight that raptor. He ran right up and grabbed that item. That was just some pretty straightforward cutthroat behavior. I wouldn't have done that. And I can be pretty cutthroat. Yeah. It was nice to have seen one, yeah. It's really too bad that we didn't also get to loot it. But at least now we know they exist, or something. We also know that they're very rare and that people have no problems stealing them from you. So we have learned quite a bit. Let's see if maybe we can get this one. The other thing you guys were telling me is that hardcore players will do dungeons, but only with other hardcore players. Which makes absolute sense. My question is, do the deaths count? I mean, I guess if you're all hardcore players, yeah, somebody goes down, they're dead, right? That would be rough. It'd be interesting to do a dungeon with other hardcore players, knowing that all of our characters' lives are on the line. I feel like, though, the way most human beings are, that would create a level of potential animosity that most people should not have to deal with. I would be fine. If somebody does something stupid and wipes the group and I die, yeah, that's gonna suck. But I feel like for some people who get really into this, it would more than suck for them. So I don't know if I would involve myself with a situation like that, because I could easily end up being the person that F's everything up. And I don't want to destroy someone's character. I don't want to be the literal death of someone's character. And I just don't know people's relative levels of cool. That would be something I would probably do with like a close group of people who I knew. But I don't think I would jump right into somebody's hardcore group. Screw up their characters. Our skinning needs to be trained. We are going to have to make a definite run up to Orgrimmar out of purest necessity as soon as we can. As soon as we finish these 2 quests, we'll get them turned in, and then that'll be the plan to get us up to Orgrimmar safely. And we could do some training. There's a water barrel here. Okay, yeah, we'll take it. We can use those. We can't eat food that we find, but we can definitely drink the water. Not that we've had to drink a lot. Surprisingly, we've been doing pretty well not having to drink lots. It's probably going to change at level 10 or sooner. Is the skull we need right up here? It is. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. We're not going to work on the kill quest or anything, but I will definitely just sneak up here and grab the skull for an easy turn-in. Now we just need to really find, you know, eggs and tigers. Here's some eggs. Well, we're 3 out of 4 on the tigers. It's progress. Maybe we would be better off working our way in a little bit for the eggs. We worked our way a little bit inside, and we found that egg, like last time, pretty quickly. If I'm glancing around in here, I don't see anything nearby. You'd think there'd have to be someone out on some of the smaller islands, but don't know for sure. And we only need one more. Oh, we have all the tiger fur we need. It turns out we're done with this one. Do we want to scout some of the islands? Yeah, I feel like we don't have a lot to lose. These things are really hard to find. They seem incredibly rare. And there's players all over the place. So, yeah. We'll go check, and we will see. But I don't have very high hopes. It's been a challenge to find these things. We've only found 2 the entire time we've been out here, and we could have had the 3rd one, but it did get ninja'd. So, as we spend another 2 hours looking, I want you guys to remember that one that was almost ours. There are tigers out here. Plenty of tigers, which probably means that we're not going to find any lasher eggs. Oh, here we go. I lied right to your face. I'm going to stand right on this and hope that this guy just lets me have it. Putting myself at risk here. Yeah, he was definitely looking for eggs. Oh, maybe he's herbing. Yeah, he's herbing. Alright, let's get back to town. We've had our first excursion into the Echo Isles. We did grab Minchina's skull, so we'll have 3 quests to turn in. And then we're going to have to run. We need to get ourselves up to Orgrimmar, actually. Because we cannot be maxed out on skinning for much longer without it really, really driving me crazy. That's the main reason. I always feel like the lighting is different in Classic, especially in Classic Vanilla. I feel like for some reason over time, the lighting in the starting zones gets like muted. Like they do things in the expansions that change the global lighting. And then it just feels like everything feels more washed out. Like these colors are so rich and deep. And if you were to come here in retail, it wouldn't look like that. And I'm not even sure if it would look like that in Wrath. It's interesting.
What you want?
We do have your brother's skull. There you go. This guy is next door. There we go.
How you doing, man? Speak Spirits be with ya, man.
And tail lasher eggs? In Razor Hill. Okay, so yeah, we're heading that way anyhow. Let's just get going. No flight points, no fast travel. We just have to run it. We could probably do some fighting on the way. But I don't want to do too much just because, you know, we're not getting leather skill up. So we're getting leather. We're gonna need all the leather we can get for crafting, but I just don't want to miss out on too many skill ups. Oh, we are in combat though. We took the route that was full of scorpions. Scorpion Road, our path to victory. We got pretty lucky there because our bags are perfectly full and we have no more space, but we don't need any space, so we got lucky. Let's make sure that here we vendor everything really fast. We have our Hearthstone set here, so once we're done in Orgrimmar with all the training we need to do, we will just hearth back.
Speak, friend. Go forth to victory.
Inventory's full.
What do you
Yep. We knew that.
Hall. For the Horde, strength and honor.
Scorpid Surprise? Yeah. I definitely need that.
Dabu.
Definitely. Oh, look, it's probably all the stingers that we just sold, isn't it? It is. Can we get those? Can we get those back? Okay.
Go with honor.
Heals for 294 damage over 21 seconds, assuming you don't bite down on a poison sac. Oh man, I wonder if that can actually happen. I wonder if it can actually happen.
What are you looking for?
So that's better than the food we had, right? We'll keep them both for now.
For the Horde.
And let's get going up to Orgrimmar. We're almost at a level where we can fight some of the stuff outside of Orgrimmar for skins, but it's still all level 8 and 9 stuff, so... For now, I'm just kind of leaving it be. Although, you know, when we travel, I would like to fight stuff as we go. This time, we really don't want to, because we don't want to be skinning stuff when we can't get skill ups. At least, I don't want to be skinning stuff when I can't get skill ups. Seems kind of wasteful. Then again, you know, I should have come to Orgrimmar probably earlier. Yeah, it's interesting to me how active the leveling zones are, and then how empty the city is. So on most servers, you would just see like a big population of max level characters kind of hanging out in the town between doing other stuff, or just talking in general. Here, you don't see anybody in Orgrimmar. You don't see anybody in Orgrimmar, and you don't see a lot of chatter in the channels. But when you're out in the world, there are lots of people leveling up. So I just wonder if a server like this, like an RP server, if there's probably no endgame focus, because why would there be? The kind of the point of the server is that it's a leveling server, right? I feel like it's probably time
What can I help you with?
to get at least one bag. Now, we don't have a lot of money, but I have to get at least one bag.
Strength.
I was hoping one would drop. We never had a bag drop, which is not the best of luck.
No time. Go forth.
Oh, right.
Victory.
Okay, we can learn how to make pants and a belt now.
May your blades never dull.
Need some coarse thread.
What do you need? Speak, friend. Be safe.
Who's got your supplies?
What can I help you with? For the Horde!
That's great. It's great to have an actual pair of pants with some armor on it. Not bad. Okay, so what do we want to do now? Let's go ahead and we will level this up a little bit.
Glory to the Horde.
Looks like 40, 55, 55, 60, 70, 75 we'll be able to make our next actual like set of stuff. So we're really just trying to get this max to 75 now. There's not a lot else that we're going to have to make to actually use. Now it's just about leveling it up. I should probably make all the light leather I can while that's still green and has the chance to give us skill ups. Alright, we can train. I don't know if I want to train all of it because it's expensive, right? We don't really need these other things. So right now I'm not spending the money on it. I will grab this though. We will make one of these. That's going to give us +2 stamina, so this could be our first piece with any stats on it, and I'm going to feel a lot better once we have some of this stuff equipped. Alright. Cool. Let's keep going with our light armor kits, I think. Yeah, 55 is the next threshold. We're not going to get hit 55 right now.
Farewell.
And we'll go ahead and use some of our armor kits here. Surprisingly, we have not been able to make a pair of gloves yet.
What do you need? May your blades never dull.
Alright, with that done, we do need to train at the our shaman skills, but we can do that back in Razor Hill. Is there anything else we want to do here? We could learn weapons, but we could learn axes, but that's going to take a lot of silver. I don't think I want to spend the money right now. Everything else seems fine for the moment. Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and hearth back. I think we're good here for now. Let's go try to take on the Kultirans. We probably could just buy a better shield with a ton more armor on it. Nothing in the rules says we can't just buy a shield. It's one of those items that we can get from any source. Just kind of hoping we'd get one as a quest reward or a random drop. I could save my money for bags. It looks like somebody else might be here. We have a dead body that we're not responsible for. We have an Orc Warrior level 7 up here fighting some guys. Oh, and an Orc Hunter. We have a duo, it looks like. I don't want any part of what's happening here. I feel like we'll just stay away from them. And that'll be absolutely fine. Hey, look, a water barrel. Let's loot the water barrel, guys. This might be the first playthrough where I've ever looted a water barrel. So now we've looted 2 of them. We're not drinking a lot of water yet. I keep waiting for that to change, and so far it hasn't. And I'm not upset about it. Surprisingly. Now I need to be careful going in here, and I need to also make sure that I'm being alert, because this is probably the first place of very significant danger for us as far as potentially getting killed. So eyes open, head screwed on the right way, and let's just not get in over our head. Do you guys see what I mean about the lighting? How like the darkness in Classic is dark, the light is light, and there's a very big contrast between the two that I don't think you see in later versions of the game. I really enjoy it when dark is dark. Like, I like this. I think I'm gonna leave these two guys alone. I'm gonna try to pull him by himself while we have a little window here. Okay, looks like we did successfully pull him by himself. Let's pull him around the corner for some added security. Now there's another guy. Yeah, there he is. We want to try to pull him out here as well. Oh gosh. We've got respawns. Oh guys, this is not good. This could be over here. I think we're gonna be okay. Not if this guy pulls ads. Guys, we have respawns. Like, genuine problems here. Respawns will kill us. We can't have enemies popping up this quickly around us. It's very bad. Very, very, very bad. Okay. Apparently my tilde key is not mapped where I want it to be. Oh yeah, by all means, you go ahead, man. There's somebody's Shamantha. Oh, that's cute. I can't group with these guys, so I probably just have to let them go ahead and kill this guy and wait for him to respawn. Yeah. I'm gonna let them take this, I think. Because the alternative is that I have to steal it from them, and I'm not ready to do that. I will help them out with this guy. I'm not ready to be so cutthroat that I'm going to run in there and steal this enemy from them. And I can't group up with them, so. They didn't invite me to a group either, so they are maybe also doing a hardcore run together. Oh, hi. We still need lots of sailors for the kill quest. I just don't think there are many sailors in the keep. I think most of the sailors are outside. Benedict's chest key. Oh, hello. Requires Benedict's key. Of course it does. Of course it does. That makes perfect sense. Let's head back down and take a look. I don't know if he'll respawn quickly, but everybody else is kind of respawning quickly, so maybe. I'm taking him now. Sorry, Hermite. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, apparently he'll respawn really quick, but yeah, I had to take him now. Can't wait all day. Cutthroat, guys. It was cutthroat. You open the aged and weathered envelope and discover an official-looking document. You recognize the seal of Admiral Proudmoore. This looks important. Perhaps Garthok, the commander of Razor Hill, would be interested in having this information. Sure he would. Dare we do this? I think we dare. Alright, now we're looking for a bunch of sailors. Oh guys, you know what we never ever did? You guys know what we never did. We didn't train. We didn't train. Could have made this a little bit easier. It's been pretty easy. We could have made it a little bit easier on ourselves by training, I bet. It's okay, we'll train as soon as we finish these guys up and get back. Should all be pretty easy at this point. We should be able to minimize the danger that we're in out here. We'll shield shop too. We'll train and we'll shop for a new shield. If we're really serious about surviving, then all the armor that we can get our hands on, we definitely want. What do you guys think the hardest hardcore class to play is? Like, what is the class that most hardcore players will avoid? Shaman feels pretty well suited to a hardcore solo run because, you know, you have a bunch of utility, you have heals, you have totems, you have crowd control eventually. We don't have crowd control right now. We could use some. We probably can train Stoneclaw Totem now, I bet. Stoneclaw Totem will taunt an enemy off of you, basically. Very, very useful. Alright, there we go. That's 10 out of 10, actually. Let's just head out of the keep here, and then we will head up to Razor Hill. Alright, there's level 9. Very nice. I feel like we're leveling at a pretty decent rate for how much just farming and slow traveling we're doing. It's been pretty good. We're probably going to make it into our talent trees and stay alive to get into the talents. The great thing about fighting the scorpions now is now we're also able to cook food with their stingers. I really love pairing up skinning and cooking, because you get to go farm for multiple reasons. Like, while you're farming skins, you're also getting meat. Just makes everything much more enjoyable when you can double up activities like that. Especially when it comes to working on professions. Okay, let's go visit the shaman trainer. Get this quest turned in and empty our inventory out. We'll visit the shield crafter and see what they have going on for us.
Loktar.
This does not bode well at all. You were wise to bring this information to my attention. Humans cannot be trusted. We fought alongside them with a weary heart, knowing they would betray us one day. Admiral Proudmoore's death was not enough to stop his legacy of deceit. The human scum had his plans well laid out before he ever met his demise. His reign won't even die with Benedict, it seems. Who knows for how long it will be before the next wave of Proudmoore's men land upon our shores. We need to get these orders to Nazgril and Orgrimmar immediately. He can be found in Thrall's chamber. Alright, good. From the wreckage, one of my most observant scouts brings back word that the wreckage of Proudmoore's fleet still remains off the coast of Durotar, just east of Tiragard Keep. It is no secret that the humans, in alliance with those foul little creatures known as gnomes, have an advanced knowledge of mechanics. We must have a complete understanding of all of our potential enemies. And our people will benefit from this new knowledge as well. Swim through the wreckage, Rambles, and retrieve for me the tools of the Alliance.
For the Horde.
We will do that. I think our shaman trainer is in the Hall of Trainers over here across the way. I think that I'll hold off on doing the Orgrimmar quest until the next time that we want to go to Orgrimmar for something, so probably when we want to level up some more leatherworking. We will hold it until then. Let's see, Earthshock rank 2, yep, that'd be very helpful. More powerful Earthshock, more powerful Lightning Bolt, and Stoneclaw Totem. Summons a Stoneclaw Totem with 53 health at the feet of the caster for 15 seconds that taunts creatures within 8 yards to attack it. Lightning Shield. Rockbiter. We got a bunch of stuff, guys. We clearly needed to train that level very badly. So Earthshock rank 2 comes out. Lightning Bolt rank 2 comes out. Stoneclaw Totem comes out. Lightning Shield. Rockbiter 2. We could put Stone Skin out. I haven't been using it. I'm sure someone's going to mention that. Yeah, and that is it looks like. Looking at the other quests that we have going on, we're gonna go do this. We're gonna... the attack... Oh, yeah, the attack plans. We need to go back down to Sen'jin. I completely forgot about the attack plans, but we have other stuff to do down there as well. So maybe we do from the wreckage, and then we go back and we do the Kolkar aggression, get the plans, and then we have Zalazane. Yeah, that seems good. I think these are the ones we'll work on next time, guys. I am going to take a little bit of a break here, park it at the inn, get us some rested experience, and we will pick up right here in Durotar next time. I'm having a lot of fun in this hardcore run. I didn't know how I would feel about it going into it. It had been something that had been on my mind for a while, and I'm really glad that that I'm here doing this, and I'm really, really happy to have you guys here supporting me. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for all the comments. I truly do appreciate each and every one of you. So yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Let me know what you think of the playthrough. I would love to hear from you. And until next time, guys, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.